I think we went this way last time, right? Maybe I'll go right one block and then walk up whatever that street is. I don't know. Haven't figured it out yet. But hello, happy Saturday. It's nice today. It's supposed to still drop to the upper 30s maybe later. I don't know. But then next week it gets warm again. But then it'll get warmer and warmer. You know, it's the weather. Global good morning. Welcome everyone. Is that Diola a bot? I feel like anytime somebody asks you to add them on Discord as their first message on Twitch, is somebody doing that? It's like oh, actually, that doesn't look like a good place to walk. Well, let's take a look. I don't know. I'm curious. I feel like they could easily join the Discord that we already have and then send their messages that way. But when they ask you to become friends on Discord, I feel like they're looking for something. Yeah, the left is a gate. I can't walk left. I can go back up to the platform, though. That's interesting. Huh. All right, let's go a different way. Oh, Bear in the Garden already banned them. That's good. Strong work and good morning. Or late afternoon, evening for you, maybe? Yeah, it's, oh well. Who's the quickest ban ever? It's got to be a bot, right? Or somebody who's going to ask for some sort of money. Or try to hack you or something. I know, hacking, whatever. Alright. Let me not try to be extra adventurous with these detours if they're going to all end up in dead ends, but... Lana, Luke, William, Maria, Fashion Rebel. Solo City Pops. Hello. I didn't watch it live, but I heard they made it back. Artemis 2 crew safely, so that's wonderful news. And it can only lead to more space missions, right? I mean, yeah. A wildly successful... Maybe they should get better plumbers, I don't know. Mission can only lead to more, I would assume. Either follow the tracks or go straight. The other option is going to the left of the tracks a block or two and then go north, or I mean west. Let me think. Yeah, let's cross the street left. And go maybe a block or two. I guess that would be south of the tracks and then go north. Because I don't necessarily want to be under the tracks. Under the tracks. Bernie, Lizzie. Abby's here. Hello. I see Jerome Land, Natalie, Доброе утро. Jeffrey Wu, hi. Abby watched the touchdown deployment of the inflatable buoyancy craft. Fascinating. It's just pretty cool. I mean, I'm assuming one of the things that happens with a lot of these missions is they lose a lot of the stuff they leave with, right? It's got all these like multiple stage separations. So really, I guess what that means is one-time use parts. I thought SpaceX was testing out like actually taking off and then landing on land, not in the water, and having to be like floated off. I do imagine that's going to be a tough part of it all. I mean, how much money did all the fuel cost just to do this? Did NASA blow their budget? It's okay, we just print more money. Johnny Blaze and Crypto Boy, thanks for the follows. Owlface, good morning. Except it's Saturday, and it's surprising. And it's springy. Like a spring. You think that's a real daycare? Is it time for me to expose some daycares? You know, the most ridiculous thing happened yesterday with daycare. So spring break for public school just ended yesterday. And we had the same backup care location since we still need to work for the entire time of the spring break, which started the Thursday before last weekend, so over a week ago Thursday. I'll start going this way a little bit. And Baby Commuter had a dentist appointment in the morning, and when Mrs. Commuter and Baby Commuter showed up to the daycare, they said, sorry, we're understaffed, so we can't take your kid. You know, this is all after it's fully confirmed. They didn't call us at all. They didn't let us know. Like, you show up there and they tell you, sorry. So I imagine if we didn't go to the dentist that day, somebody else would have been shafted. And then, you know, I call the backup service, because through your employer, the backup stuff. And they help you try to figure it out. But they called every other center, and nobody had same-day availability because it's also spring break, you know? And then they said, well, the only other option you have is you can find someone that's not in your family, and then we'll reimburse them $100, or reimburse you $100 for that. But you got to find somebody. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty easy to do, I guess, right? So instead, I had to wrap up whatever I could and rush back to try to work remotely, because Mrs. Commuter had a busy day also. Anyway, that's what happened. It was kind of annoying. I spent 41 minutes on the phone with them while they tried to find any other place that had availability, and there was nobody. Anyway, that's what happened. Big as a Walk, Sean is here. Morning. The new 2K they're launching will run full day and year round instead of the partial day summer off like public schools. I mean, that's great and all, but what about 3K? Pre-K, K, first, second grade, you know, all the ages that you cannot leave a kid alone by themselves at home. What about that? Like, oh, the lights changed. All right, let's go. $41 minutes. I mean, it was the backup care through the employer is provided by Bright Horizons, but it's not necessarily at a Bright Horizons facility, but it's Bright Horizons who runs the backup care, and they have their own network of daycares that are available. We might try to go to Red Hook Tavern later for a burger. Apparently, it's impossible to get reservations there, but if you show up right at opening, or just before, like at 4:30, you might still be able to get a seat somewhere. So maybe we'll do that. R2D2C you. Gotta start somewhere, I guess. Though it's interesting that they're, because you know, operating a 2K now, I guess, I mean, they start from 2 years. It's very, you know, they're adding a whole layer of complexity. These are like, remember, the younger kids are, the more expensive daycares run because it costs more money to keep them alive. So they're adding like a new layer that they're not currently supporting. So you would think that they would expand it to the ones they're already used to taking care of and just add more time. But now they're just going to make things more difficult for themselves. And then we'll see how that goes. Ada Bosses is back, wondering if we're going to Jackson Heights. Not today. We've walked very close to that, Ed Sayre, on Wednesdays. We go as high as like 106th Street, but we've been a little higher before. It just all depends on where I have to go. Thanks, KJ2, for letting them know where it is. I mean, I don't know how to help explain. Tammy Hanauer, good morning. Let's see. Yeah, T-Mobile is completely out today. It's not even contributing 600 kilobits. Strange. I got my 3D printed SIM card tray. It fits, but guess what? It still doesn't work. I keep, there's nothing indicating that these don't work in the USA. It just wouldn't have all the same bands, but it should still connect. So I don't know if I really do need a SIM tray that is supposed to come with the device. Tyson bought questionable substances around here. Or maybe prescription. You never know. D. Daly in cold, wet London. Welcome to a warm-ish, sunny New York. Fios is here. It's in this van only. You can access it if you go in that van. There's the PC Richards. It's still around. The strangest of stores, PC Richards. Back in the day, there used to be like a hidden video game trove. Because I don't know if, before the days of being able to get a game digitally, physical copies would sell out. You'd just be not able to get it. And PC Richards, at least the one on 14th Street, we were in our utes able to find some games there that were sold out at the nearby, like Circuit City, Toys R Us when it was there. But PC Richards sometimes had them. But apart from that, I don't know if they do anything else. Quinoa's prescription now? That'll be funny. 3 tablespoons of quinoa every 3 hours. CR2 to see you knows. But apart from that, I don't know how they stay open. They're just expensive. You don't really see that many people shopping in there. And a couple of, they have closed down. They have not closed down in the frequency and amplitude that I would expect them. But maybe they're cleaning money. Money laundering. All right, do I go more left? I think we could, oh, I see where we are. All right. Yeah, we would just follow this track, the elevated track, and we'd get to where we're going, but we've walked this path before. I think we're approaching Sunnyside, right? R2D2CU knows the games that were located there. Resident Evil 2, Ocarina of Time. Big names, big games. Alright, I don't know if I can quickly run across here, but I think I'm going to try. Safe. Because I imagine it's a very long light. Ooh, Romantic Depot. Across the street. maybe 1 or 2 blocks in that way, get away